I'm Kristen.
I'm Andy.
Together we're Team Krandy,
and this is our life on the road. We're getting ready to leave the Little Grand Canyon area tomorrow. But with this area being so rich in ancient history, we wanted to share just a little bit more with you before we leave. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to our channel, everyone. We're so glad you could join us today. We are still at the Little Grand Canyon, and there's definitely some stuff in the area we wanted to share with you. We checked out 9 Mile Canyon, the Rochester Art Panel, and we also went to the Cleveland-Lloyd Dinosaur Museum. We're driving through 9 Mile Canyon, which is actually 45 miles long. Successions of people and cultures have lived in 9 Mile Canyon for at least 8,000 years. In 9 Mile Canyon, like no place else, a legacy of rock art from these prehistoric cultures is preserved. There's examples of the rock art of ancient tribes and most recently the Utes. By far, the most prolific rock artists were members of what archaeologists call the Fremont culture. The Fremont lived in the canyon for nearly 1,000 years before they moved away around 1200 AD. We're standing in front of the Great Hunt panel in 9 Mile Canyon. It is one of the most recognizable petroglyph panels. It has appeared in National Geographic magazine and has been used numerous times as an example of Fremont rock art. Scholars believe it might represent an actual bighorn sheep hunt, and wildlife biologists believe it depicts a scene in late November or early December when the herds meet for the fall mating season. It's the only time of the year when the rams, ewes, and lambs are all together in the same place.
We are here at the Cleveland-Lloyd Dinosaur Quarry, well known for containing the densest concentration of Jurassic dinosaur fossils ever found. Paleontologists suspect that this particular site was a swamp 150 to 200 million years ago. With it being swampy, the water attracted the smaller dinosaurs, the herbivores, and they would get stuck in the mud while they were trying to drink, which would attract the bigger dinosaurs, the carnivores, and they would also get stuck in the mud.
This plaque illustrates that the most prevalent dinosaur found in the quarry was the Allosaurus. To date, they have found 47 of them, along with a handful of other species. Here in front of us is a replica skeleton of an adult Allosaurus, and it's the most prevalent dinosaur they found in the quarry. In the quarry, there's been over 15,000 bones that have been excavated, and there are many more thousands awaiting excavation and study. This was an area 3 feet thick that was filled with thousands of dinosaur bones. And they've excavated for over 50 years now. They've recreated where some of the dinosaur bones were in here so you could see how concentrated they were. But there's definitely tons more bones they haven't excavated yet. So it's really cool they just put a building around here to protect the bones. And they let people walk inside and see what's here. Like I said, 75% of the bones they've taken out of here were from carnivorous dinosaurs. Only about 25% of them were actually herbivores. Which is pretty unusual because it's usually the other way around. So between the white arrows is a partial rib from a sauropod. Isolated fossils like this can't tell us much on their own, but in conjunction with surrounding rocks and other fossils, they are very useful for understanding the environment in Jurassic times. This rib is in a rock layer underneath the main bone bed, exposed in the quarry building, and so was deposited before the bone bed formed. Here's a footprint we found of a dinosaur. It was right off the road, not very far from where we're camped at the Little Grand Canyon. Paleontologists believe it was a theropod, and it could have actually have been an Allosaurus, like the skeleton in the Dinosaur Quarry Museum. If this footprint actually is from an Allosaurus, that would mean that it's about 150 million years old. The Rochester rock art panel in front of us consists of a large number of petroglyphs of various ages. Some are prehistoric rock art, probably the Fremont culture origin. Others are more modern, depicting horses, for example, and some are very recent, most likely the work of white explorers, settlers, and/or tourists. Some of the other rock art on this panel are also Barrier Canyon style, which we saw at the Buckhorn Wash panel, and this is a distinctive style of rock art. It appears mostly in Utah, with the largest concentration of sites in and around the San Rafael Swale. They're believed to have been created during the late Archaic period and are estimated to be somewhere in the range of 1,500 to 4,000 years old, possibly even older. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, let us know by giving us a thumbs up. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any of our future episodes.